Located at the heart of Ilocania, Candon City is not only the gateway to the Ilocos region but also the Cordilleras. Its name Candon came from Candong, which is the native name for the big tree in the old village where also revolved the life, culture, and beauty then. Candon was created as municipality in 1780 and was an important footnote in Philippine history. The municipality declared its own independence from the Spaniards on March 25, 1898. Dubbed as Iquisti Candon, it started the Candon Republic, which was even earlier than the Malolos Republic. It was a declaration of resistance to the oppression and abuses of the ruling Spaniards by its own local hero, Don Isabelo Abaya. The historic occasion eventually became the foundation day of Candon. The progress of Candon, as reflected by its stature as the center of trade and industry in southern Ilocos, was a huge factor in eventually attaining its cityhood. It adopted March 28, 2001 as its cityhood anniversary because it was the said day when Candonians in a plebiscite overwhelmingly supported the cityhood quest. The cityhood law was authored and sponsored by then Congresswoman Grace Singson in her stint at the 11th Congress of the Philippines. But even in the 18th century, Candon was already a known hub of commerce and trade in southern Ilocos. It hosted the first ever Ilocos Island Trade Fair, the Feria Exposition 1892, that showcased the finest products of North Luzon, including the construction of a bamboo tower patterned from the Eiffel Tower of France, which was only 4 years old then. The exposition is being commemorated by the city government to continue the tradition. Aside from the trade fair, an array of activities were included like traditional games, musical concert, and recently, the electrical float parade. Floats from the different towns in the 2nd District and Candon City passed by the Central District of the city, highlighting its own one town, one product. Through the years, Candon was able to maintain its leadership in trade and business in southern Ilocos. It further strengthened its hold and expands its economic might through the innovative and dynamic leadership of its present officials led by City Mayor Allen Singson.
We are doing our very best to ensure the continuous progress of our city. Our Tobacco Festival is our premier annual festivity because we celebrate also our foundation, the Iquisti Candon or Pride of Candon, and our cityhood anniversary. Feria de Candon commemoration is a very historic event to us because it was the first trade done in Ilocos Island in 1892. It is an indication that Candon was already the center of trade and commerce at that time and remains to be at the present. Candon is aiming high that eventually we will not only be the leader in trade and commerce in southern Ilocos Sur, but eventually all over the region. We are doing our very best to ensure the continuous progress of our city, maintain its stature as the economic and trade hub of southern Ilocos.
City Mayor Allen Singson is ably supported by the legislative body headed by the City Vice Mayor Alfonso Singson and members of the City Council. After more than a decade as a city, Candon boasts a complete infrastructure support to be of the best service to its people and move on to the higher avenue of excellence. It has well-paved roads all over the 42 barangays. It has state-of-the-art engineering landfill nestled on the hills of Balingawan to ensure cleanliness and environment-friendly city. As trade center, it has 3 markets: wet, main, and an arcade for its populace. Candon also has enough schools like colleges for its peoples and nearby towns because it is the center of education in the district. It has its cyber library to back up the educational needs of the students and populace. It also built one of the most modern seats of government in northern Luzon. The City Hall was built through the untiring efforts of its leaders, led by former Deputy Speaker Eric Singson and City Mayor Allen Singson. It serves also as the center of different government edifices like the Hall of Justice, Department of Public Works and Highways, and the National Tobacco Administration. Its tourism cry is mountain to sea approach. It maintains a 132-hectare city watershed on the surrounding mountains. It is also being projected as the next tourist magnet in the next few years. It aims to be the fruit bowl of Ilocos region. Roaming around the city, you can find the more than 4-century-old St. John de Sahagun Church. The Baroque-style church is the home of the longest series of oil paintings depicting the 20 mysteries of the Holy Rosary in the country. In the adjacent City Plaza, it hosts the statue of its local hero, Don Isabelo Abaya, and a sakada, a symbol of recognition to the first 15 sakadas who were from Candon that went to Hawaii. They were the first migrant workers or OFWs to set foot in the US. The plaza is also a favorite area to visit at night because of its musical floor fountain show every night. Near the plaza is its fully air-conditioned civic center, the main function center of its city's activities and programs. Swooping to the sea is a long walkway park along the Tarapida Beach. Accommodation facilities are available along the beach. Candon is always associated in its 2 main delicacies: its delicious calamay and cornic. It brought the city to the world map when it successfully produced the biggest rice cake in the world in the year 2006. The calamay makers churned out 2,547 kilos of calamay using 200 gantas of glutinous rice, milk from 2,000 coconuts, and 1,200 kilos of brown and white sugar using 132 vats. The crunchy cornic is available in different flavor to suit the taste of its customers. Its market reached as far as Metro Manila. Candon is also known as the tobacco capital of the country, as its biggest Virginia tobacco producer. That is why it dubbed its main festival as Tobacco Festival. The week-long festival is celebrated in every last week of March to time its foundation and city anniversary. Array of activities are done starting from sports competitions like boxing, mountain bike, running, motocross, chess, badminton, and others. The long stretch of Candon Beach is also utilized during the festival with different beach-related activities capped by beauty search with magnet throng of viewers. Of course, the highlights are associated with tobacco, like the tobacco rolling contest and search for Miss Virginia Tobacco Pageant. The crowd-drawing street dancing has tobacco motif. Candon aspires to move to progress. It is in the right direction as it was recently adjudged as the most business-friendly city in the Philippines by the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, with no less than the President Benigno Noynoy Aquino II handling over the plaque. Like the sturdy Candong tree, spreading its branches to the sky, progressive and dynamic thinking Candonians aims its city to be the trade capital of Ilocano. It is an ultimate dream shared by every Candonian.